Thank you so much for tuning into the Weekly Wrap. Of course, I'm your host, Kathleen Trigg Jones, and as you may have guessed, on this episode, we are celebrating one of man's best creations ever, the woman. Women are powerful creatures, let's face it, especially when we work together. You saw what happened for the Women's March. Well, the organizers of the Women's March thought it would be a great idea to show the world exactly what it would be like for a day without women. And the Weekly Wrap crew went out to participate.
So we're down here at the March for the International Women's Day. We are only feet away from Trump Tower, and there's women here dressed in red supporting. There's signs everywhere, signs about abortion, signs about race equality, and the feeling here is just monumental. It's so good to see so many women here and men supporting each other, supporting women's rights, and just making sure everyone's voice is heard.
I have Angela and Eric here today out to celebrate the International Women's Day. So if you could just tell me a little bit about why are you here today? Why is this really important to you?
Because my mom was an immigrant, so she came from Mexico, so I'm like a daughter of an immigrant, and it was difficult for me to see her, like all the stuff that she goes through to get here. Yeah. And now like she's afraid, like if we go back to my grandmother, she's scared she's gonna get deported and she can't come back. So I want to fight for her rights, my grandmother's rights, and anyone, like all the women in my life, like all their rights.
We're here today with a special outrage and a special message because Donald Trump is a sexual predator in the White House. And Mike Pence is a woman hater. He's a Christian fascist. They're gunning for women's right to abortion, the right to birth control. They're fighting for a form of female enslavement on top of the violence that women already endure.
You know, growing up in a family that kind of, values pro-life, I didn't really get a grasp on that, but now I have, and so, here I am fighting for that.
And the pants that I'm wearing are blood-soaked, and this represents the millions of women who have died around the world and in this country for lack of safe, legal abortion.
We had such a good time at the march. Every point of view was expressed there, and so many strong-minded and powerful women. Now, we really can move mountains if we put our minds to it, so watch out, fellas. I think we've proven that women can actually run the world. There's never been a more exciting time to be a woman. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to hear from you. Please sound off below or visit me at Kathleen.com and have an amazing week, everyone.